Alright guys, welcome back to another tutorial, and in this video I'm going to talk about how you can do a proper dip. Right? And safe to say I can do over 100 dip in a single set. Alright? And a lot of people kept on asking me, like private messaging me, how you can do so many dips, right? And what do you train, how do you work up to it? And I'm like, it's not about the reps, guys. You need to focus on the form. Firstly, whatever you do, you want to work on your muscle up, you want to work on your handstand, you want to work on your push up, your pull up. Everything that you do is always about the form, right? Form is the key. If you do a good form, you develop slowly, you're bound to get the right, you're gonna master it, right? Eventually you're gonna master it, but always start from the basic and master it slowly, right? Progressively. And right, so why do I want to address this is because really pissed about this. A lot of people, they train dips, and I know some people, they may say I train it for the triceps, but that's not the whole point of it. Why people do dips is mostly because of the chest, right? You want to build chest, dips is a really good exercise for it. And a lot of people, they kind of do it the wrong way, right? People think it's just like a simple, like up and down, right? Up and down, up and down. Like, it's nothing. It's simple. You go down slowly, you push up fast, and that's it for a dip. Well, there's more to it actually, and I'm gonna tell you. Now, if you want to work on your pectorals, right, which is your chest here, you really have to squeeze it in. And I see a lot of people, when they do dips especially, they tend to go down in a straight line, and then they just push it up. And they sometimes, when they got sloppy, they get lazy, they kind of hold it they're relaxing the shoulder. You shouldn't be doing that, alright? It's a big no-no. Let me show you what I mean. So this is what people do. And this is what I mean by sloppy. By the shoulder, you almost reach the ears, right? So you kind of tense it up, which is not only is bad for your gains, it's also bad for your shoulders, right? Bad for the mobility. It causes injury within that you don't even know, alright? So you should really stop that. So what I'm gonna tell you is, you're gonna focus more on the chest now, on the pectorals. You're gonna really squeeze it in. And when I say really squeeze it in, it's like when you do a push-up, right? When you do a push-up, you push it down, and then you push it up. You kind of really feel the chest, right? You really feel the pump there. And when you do a dip with just straight up and down, right, you really just feel the arms there, right? On your shoulders, on your triceps, which is fine if you're planning to train triceps and your shoulders or your traps. But most people do dips to train the chest, right? So let's move on to the dips now, the chest dips. So whatever exercise that you do, if you push the muscles towards the front, it's gonna work on that muscles, right? So if I push it to the front, and when I go down, I don't want to just, when I push up, I don't want to go back straight like that. Push down, go back straight like that. I'll be working on the shoulders again, right? When I go down and get on the chest, and I push back up, it goes back to the shoulder. So I'm not working as much on the chest then, right? The pectorals. So what I need to do is, I need to maintain that position to the front. I shouldn't be moving back up like that, right? So to the front, right? Right? So you see what I did there? I maintain the position. It's not like I'm moving back up straight, pushing back up straight, and I'll be working more on the triceps then, and the shoulder part, right? And that's one way you can work on the pectorals, because you may make the movement by putting your chest to the front instead of your shoulders. Many people, they do it shoulders in front, right? Push it like that. That works on the shoulders more, right? And that, if you fine with that, you want to work on your shoulders, then it's okay. But that also causes injury and depends how you come back up, right? People when they go down, sometimes they get sloppy, sometimes they just push it, or they go too low, kind of stretch it a lot. And when you push it up over and over again, in the long term you're gonna ruin your shoulder, right? So you're gonna need to like focus on the range of motion, get the right movement, alright, and push your shoulder to the front. And now I want to talk about the squeezing part, about the pectorals. When I say squeezing, you really need to like squeeze it in, right? When you're pushing up, you squeeze your arms in, so you're actually engaging the chest here, right? So when you're engaging the chest here, actually puts more work into this part instead of your arms, right? What I mean here is, so I put down, and when I squeeze up, I want to really squeeze it in. Squeeze it in, right? You can see here really getting a pump, right? And another way I like to do it is by doing with the L-sit. Now this is another way, you don't necessarily need to follow this way, it's just a way that I feel is better for the chest, right? And it guarantees, this actually guarantees, right? This is actually a tip for you guys, a bonus. It guarantees you to work on your chest because you're actually pushing your chest, forcing it to be in front, while also engaging the squeeze at the same time. So this is how you do it. Doing an L-sit, but of course you need to be able to hold an L-sit first if you want to do this. Right? Like that. So you go down. So you see my chest. Well, this chair is not really the most stable, so it's not the best performance right now, but you get the point. You actually see the chest being engaged earlier, and I really actually feel the chest instead of more on the shoulder and the triceps now. So you gotta get all of these basic things figured out, guys, instead of just going to the gym or doing the bench, just maxing it out, maxing the reps, go down, push back up, go down slowly, push back up. You're doing a dip, but what you're actually doing is actually hurting your shoulders, right? You're hurting your shoulders, and in the long term you don't see much gains, and you're gonna question yourself why your arms is getting like bigger and stuff, and your chest is like, it's not growing as much as you want to, or one day or another you damage your shoulders, and you gotta start to figure all this out in the beginning so you get faster results, right? You don't want to like know all of this after doing it for like 10 months, 1 year. So this is something that a lot of people don't look at, don't think about. But that's just my thought, my tips, and hope you guys learned something. This is the chest tutorial, the pectorals tutorial for the dips, and how to work on your dips more effectively instead of just focusing more on your arms and your triceps, right? So hope you guys learned something. If you enjoyed this, share this video. If you think it would help someone, definitely smash that like button, and let me know what you want to see next. Comment below. If you love tips, comment tips, alright? So I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.